morning, people. My name is Soji. Welcome to the Cruise Podcast.
My name is Joso. Welcome to the Cruise Podcast.
My name is Chris. Welcome to the Cruise Podcast.
My name is Freddie. Welcome to the Cruise Podcast.
I think we just need to say our names.
No, yeah, no. We don't need to do that. We don't need to.
That sounds formal and
It
shit.
sounds very formal, like it's assembly. Like,
I mean, the first person that says it can say it, but then I don't think it, like everyone
especially
else
you guys
can
said
say
it. That's why.
Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
last time I'm doing that.
Follow suit still.
How's everyone?
That's the last time you're doing it.
How's everyone's day been?
It's been alright, man.
Yeah, it's been okay.
Can't complain.
Long day, man. Can't complain.
Can't complain.
It's been a
It is
busy
what it is.
couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
man.
Sorry, we was meant to put something out a bit earlier, but we couldn't do it.
Yeah, man.
One of
Sickness.
us caught a sickie, so things, there's a few hiccups, but we're here today. We're back, refreshed.
Refreshed.
Mm.
So what's been happening, guys?
What's new, man?
We're under serious attack, fam.
Right. So where has that come from?
It's that Yewande thing, innit? She done an interview basically saying how.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
But I
properly,
didn't
but-
watch the full thing, but
Yeah.
from what I got from it, she was saying how she never stepped forward for Sharif at the in Love Island because she just automatically just thought that he's not gonna like her anyway, and basically like in her experience, normally the black boys like the light-skinned girls or like the white girls. I'm paraphrasing, by the way. She might not have said those words exactly, but that's kind of what I got from it anyway.
That's where I first saw it.
That's
start.
interesting.
Yeah.
And then there's been
So
a
she's
whole-
projecting her own insecurities.
It might not be insecurity.
Ooh.
No, do you know why?
Calm down, Joe. Calm down. Take it.
No, it might be because of where she's from. She's from Ireland, isn't it?
Right.
So obviously, like maybe in Ireland, they don't have maybe the selection of black boys. Might be interested in light-skinned girls. Whereby in London,
Right.
you got more. Do you know what I mean?
But then
No,
the
but
thing
obviously
is,
she said it. I'm assuming she said it she was generally speaking.
Yeah,
So,
she was. That's
exactly.
That's the problem, though. She's speaking generally.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
but
wasn't
own
speaking based on her
experiences.
own experience.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
she's saying literally she didn't step for Sharif because she thought he's not gonna like her, and then she said, well, and then
Normally
like
black boys.
she got proved right kind of because he went for Amber, didn't he?
Yeah,
No,
but she said that. She said that,
because
right?
Amber's prettier. That's why.
But she said that because Amber's fair skin.
So Yowande's better looking than Amber.
Speak for yourself.
No. Listen. Yewande better looking than Amber.
It depends, innit?
I don't know.
Different,
Everyone-
like, everyone has their own.
No, I know.
So just
I know,
can't
but
drop this when we're trying to like.
no,
you
I'm
know,
asking
the
you.
point where
Is Yewande better looking than Amber?
looks wise.
Looks right.
Well,
I don't know. Like I wouldn't answer either way. To be
That's
fair.
not saying you like.
You're over complaining.
Do you like chocolate and raspberry, man?
You're
Yeah,
over,
man, I like
you're
them
over
both,
the conversation.
innit? But it
It's
depends
very
on what
simple.
mood.
It's very simple. Who's better looking at Beyonce and this kind of girl? You're gonna say
No,
Beyonce.
it's not.
Who's
No,
better looking
it's
at?
down to
Nah,
preference,
nah.
bro.
Nah, it's
Okay, I'm
preference.
asking you. Who's better looking at Yewande and Amber?
I don't know. Like I
You don't know who's better looking.
Nah, I don't.
I think Yewande is more pretty still.
For me personally, I think Amber is better looking, and that's nothing to do with colour.
Better
I just-
looking?
I just think she's better looking.
I don't know.
Like,
I don't know. I don't think
I
she's
think
better looking.
Yewande
because-
is
Face,
actually
body. I think she's a more attractive girl than
more-
Yewande. That's my
Okay,
that's
but
my
then
opinion.
but then in what?
But
Like, in what
that's-
context are you saying she's better looking? Like, so for instance, when Amber didn't have makeup on, I think Yewande looks better looking than Amber. But I feel like
I'm talking about the whole
full
package.
package. You're looking at the whole package.
I'm talking about the whole package.
Bunda and everything.
Yeah. Okay. I'm asking you guys the whole package.
Bunda and everything.
I'm asking you guys the whole package. Who's better looking?
That's a bit objective.
I'm just.
No, but the thing is, even if we all say one person,
Yeah.
if we all say Yewande, for example, it will not mean
Yeah,
that
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
better
Yeah, that's the
person.
better looking
That's the
person.
thing. It's very subjective. So you
I
can't-
feel like in that situation, I feel she should have just been honest and said that she didn't like Sharif.
She
Yeah,
didn't like
because
Sharif.
she said her type was like Harry Styles.
She didn't like
or-
Sharif.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
think
I'm
she's
sure
using
I
that
So
heard
as-
something like that.
using that excuse,
She
I
has
feel
an
is a
excuse.
bit
Yeah, so
unfair.
if your type is Harry Styles, then why would you step forward for Sharif?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's what I'm trying to say. So her making a statement like so general like that,
boys,
I don't feel
like-
like she should have used that. She's basically using that situation as a scapegoat.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of a cop
Like she's
out, to be honest.
like she's trying to protect herself.
Yeah. I think
Well,
it's a bit of a cop
that's
out.
what I'm assuming
Yeah.
anyway. Because realistically, let's be
that
honest.
makes
Like
sense.
the same way you're asking us, who do you think is better looking at, Yewande and Amber?
Yeah.
She clearly didn't find Sharif good looking enough, because if she did, she would have stepped forward.
Yeah, she
like
didn't
you're on
think-
Love Island,
She
isn't that the
didn't
whole
think
point of the
Sharif was
game?
attractive, man.
Do you know what I'm
Let's
trying to
be
say?
real.
You let
all
people
knew
know
that.
you don't go like it's a level playing ground. Like no one knows anybody. You go in there, if you like someone, you like someone. Do you know what I'm trying to say? She didn't like Sharif. It was that simple.
Yeah,
That's what she
in
would've said
honesty,
still.
to be
It's all
honest.
preference, man. And there's nothing wrong with not liking Sharif, and there's nothing wrong with Sharif not liking her.
Yeah.
But
my
do you guys think? Well, there might be some truth to what she's saying, because I did see like a lot of girls like in the comments and stuff tweeting similar things, saying like like one girl said she lives in Yorkshire and like all the black guys that are there.
Yeah, that's what Soji was saying.
They
Like,
all like
there is
like
truth in it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
No, I think
But
there is
that's
truth in it.
Yorkshire,
her
though.
experience.
yeah,
though.
Yeah,
but that's based on
Yorkshire.
her experience.
Yeah,
Do you know
so
what I'm
that's
trying to
exactly
say?
the same thing as Yewande.
I don't
maybe because
mind.
she lives in Ireland,
Yeah.
that the black boys out there will probably go for, do you know what I mean? Because maybe there's not a lot of black
Do you know-
guys,
do you know-
dark skinned girls there.
I
Do you
get
know what I
that.
It's
mean?
not even that though. Like,
No, but that could be a
no,
reason as to
that
why
can
she
be
said
part
that.
of it, but there are black guys.
And shall I tell you why I say that? Yeah, shall I tell you why I said that? Because I got a cousin that lives in Ireland,
Yeah.
and she's quite young in it, yeah, and the majority of her friends are white, yeah, and I was talking to her, like asking her some questions in it, and she was like, she didn't feel she's very insecure about the color of her skin, do you know what I mean? And she feels like she has to fit in with her group of friends by watching what they watch and acting like the way they like. And I was like, oh wait, do you like black boys kind of thing? She's like, no, she doesn't really find them attractive.
Yeah.
And when I said that, yeah, it made me think back to that
situation.
that conversation.
Yeah.
So in my head I was thinking, nah, it must be the fact that because she lives in Ireland, yeah, that's why she's saying all these things. Because I'm not being funny, yeah, with my cousin, yeah, she hasn't really had any experience with black guys talking to her.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So in her head, she's probably been conditioned for just like liking a certain type of guy.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So that's why I don't think she's speaking generally. That's why I think she's only speaking from her experience because she lives in Ireland.
Yeah.
That's
But then
probably
let's-
what she's
okay,
saying.
but then let's-
But
let's switch it around.
at the same time, there is
Yeah.
that narrative of like guys in general still liking light-skinned girls.
Why do you think that is? Do you feel like we've been conditioned to?
I think it's conditioning still.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But me
yeah.
personally, I don't care. But in majority, I think there is the.
So if a guy came
there is
out
something
now,
there.
yeah, and was like, "Oh, I don't pick black girls because every time I speak to black girls, they're stush. They don't really give me the
That's
attention
that-
that I
that-
require."
that's a
statement,
stupid
to be
statement to
honest.
say.
So why isn't what Yewande said a stupid statement?
No, that's different.
Why?
No, but she didn't say that though, so that's different.
But she
No,
was
but
talking
she was
from
saying-
her experience.
Yeah.
But
In
I feel
Ireland,
like
But,
in
but
Ireland.
what I'm trying to say is that could be someone else's experience from a guy's perspective.
No, but you just said that if a guy's every time they speak to a black girl,
Yeah.
they act stush.
Yeah, so
Like
like
he said,
he can't.
She didn't say that.
No. What I'm trying to say is that, like, okay, so her experience is that in the past,
Like
she
she feels that black guys
don't
for
really go
light-skinned-
exactly.
That's different. That's a very different
No,
statement
no.
to say from what you just said.
It's, how? In what sense?
Because you're saying how black guys may not go for black girls because black girls are stush. That's very
So
different from
if someone
saying,
said that.
No, but
if
what I'm trying to
that's
say
very
is that
different from what
obviously
she's saying.
no. So what I'm not talking about from one extreme to the other. I'm talking about there being a barrier, right?
Yeah.
So in this situation, a guy, has throughout his entire life has like tried to speak to girls of his color, of his
Yeah,
skin tone,
and he always get parred.
And he always gets parred,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So now he's started exploring other races.
But is that even a thing? Is that really a thing though?
No, but let me land though. So with that situation, yeah, like how's that any different to Yewande's? It's not any different.
That's different, Joe.
But what I'm trying to say is, you're saying it's different.
Because number one, yeah, that's not really a thing. That's not
According to who?
That's not really a thing of like black. That's not really a thing where black guys would only go for a certain type of girl because they always get parred from black girls. That's not really. I've not really heard that as a thing.
it happens.
Is that really a
It
thing?
happens,
Yeah,
man, bro.
But not that much.
Nah, man.
might-
See,
it
that's what
might-
I'm trying to say.
But
might not
even
be frequent, but
no,
it
but
happens.
even
That's what I'm trying to say. Forget about that. Forget about the extreme of that sensation.
But even if that does happen, yeah, what Yewande is saying, yeah, is a lot greater. That's more. Do you know what I mean? That's more of a thing than what you just said. And
Based on who? Like, I'm not being funny,
No,
yeah.
I
Based
kinda
on my
agree with Joe.
based on
Yeah,
my
yeah, it's the
based
same
on my
thing.
own experience, yeah, most of my guys have black girlfriends,
yeah,
and they're
okay.
black. So her statement to me is incorrect.
No, but she's okay. Basically, guys from London. She's from
No,
Ireland.
bro, it doesn't matter.
I think the area that you come from here contributes to that as well. She's from Ireland, fam.
but
So,
in that sense, then
she's from Ireland.
She's wrong then in that sense to that's even if that's your experience, you're in
from Ireland,
you're
bro.
not in Ireland anymore.
You can't
take out Ireland.
No, you can't say she's not an Islander because that's where she lives.
Forget about Ireland. People, that happens here.
Yeah. I know that, but we can't. Okay, so what we saying? Are we saying that she's talking about it generally, or she's talking about it from experience?
She's speaking about it generally.
How do we know that though?
No, she was speaking generally. Because if she wasn't, she would have said, "In my experience."
But sometimes when people talk, they don't really.
I don't know whether she didn't say in her
No, it's true. No.
Okay, maybe she did.
No, but
let's give her the benefit of that.
When we talk here, sometimes we say stuff
I
like,
don't think that doesn't really matter too much anyway. Even if she said in my experience,
I personally feel like it's from her experience because she's from Ireland.
Okay.
And with Ireland, we can clearly see that there's not a lot of.
Yeah, I agree in that.
That's why it's very easy.
No,
but
yeah,
however, even let's say she wasn't from Ireland and she was from London, that still exists. That black guys would normally go for. Like, I believe that exists. But I'm gonna base it on the fact that she's from Ireland. That's why she's saying that.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Because
but
that's
it's so
what
funny
happens.
because we say that, but like guaranteed 9 out of 10. Most of
Look. Here's the clip. Let's watch it quickly.
Okay.
I said this to him as well. I was like, I don't think we're gonna get on. I just straight away. I was like, I don't think he's even gonna like me as a friend. I was like, I don't even think we're actually even gonna get on.
Why did she say? Why would he not like you as a friend?
Wait.
He's probably saying like me. Why? I don't know, because with black men, it's like they usually like light-skinned
Yeah, that's general.
women, and obviously
No doubt about it.
Amber was by
Nothing
my
to do
side,
with
so I was
Ireland,
like, what's the point of even stepping forward? And he did end up picking Amber to couple up with, and then when he had to recouple again, he chose Anna. So I was like, oh, we're not gonna.
How old is she again?
get
She's at 29, isn't it? 21.
I think she's at 25.
Not 25. She's younger than that, though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I suppose I don't think it's a villa thing. I think it's more of like a society thing. It's a society
Right.
issue.
So
Yeah,
that's
okay,
a general
that's
statement.
general
That's a general statement.
Yeah.
as it
Okay,
is.
but even if it's a general statement, yeah, it still doesn't. Her experience is still like she's still.
She's
from
obviously
Ireland.
formed that opinion from somewhere, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's an opinion.
She's formed that opinion from somewhere. It must be from experience because you can't just pull that. You can't pluck that out of the air.
And her let me say something. Her experience here is going to be a lot more intense than a black girl from London because she's from Ireland.
Why
No,
intense?
but I hear
Because she's from Ireland, bruv.
But I hear
Why you
black
not-
girls from London say the same thing.
I'm not saying that.
That's the whole point of this whole
But her-
conversation.
but
her experience
Because it went on Twitter and it kind of like
And that's
it got
what
bigger
we're
and bigger,
getting at.
Yeah.
and loads of black girls
Everyone
were
was
like
talking
saying,
about
"Yeah,
it.
this is true."
It wasn't just Yewande. That's the whole point. She started the conversation.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But everyone else, all the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
girls,
Yeah.
are now bringing in their own experiences,
Experiences
saying
too.
how they've had issues with black guys as well.
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
girls don't like them. They like light-skinned girls, and that's where the discussion comes from. So
what we said-
Yewande's opinion is
Yeah, so let's leave
Yewande.
Yewande's thing out of it then. So
Yeah.
like, what
Is
do
there
you
truth
guys
in it?
think? Like, is there truth in it?
I
Do you,
think
I think
in
there is
your
truth in it. I think,
experience,
of course, there's truth in it.
I
Not
think-
my
yeah,
experience,
there
from what I've heard, what I've seen. I think.
yeah,
there's
but we can
definitely-
only talk from our
Yeah,
experience
yeah.
because then if we're not talking from our experience, we're talking like Yewande, who's just plucking.
Yeah, out of thin air.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Our experience? Oh,
So,
like, do we
as
think
in-
that we?
Yeah, like, from what you
is that
know.
a thing from what you know from the boys that you talk to from your own like opinions? Do you find that there is more attraction to lighter skinned girls than
there
dark
is
skinned
still.
girls?
Yeah, there is still. Especially like if you think like back in the day when we were all like a bit younger, the light skinned girl was like the thing.
Yeah, but
do you
that's
know what I mean?
then. We're talking about now.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
that as we're
I
at
felt
full
like-
grown.
I-
No,
I-
but I'm saying like the past still contributes to why I think like that still exists. That's what I'm saying.
I feel it exists. I don't know if it's to the extent it was back in the day,
Yeah,
but I do think it exists.
No,
No,
but
kind
if-
of colorism, 100%.
yeah, definitely.
Like
yeah.
light-skinned girls do tend to get better treatment than darker-skinned girls, and do get picked over darker-skinned girls. But I don't know, especially with the Yewande thing. I don't like defeatist attitudes where it's
Yeah.
like.
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point about the situation.
Because there's a light-skinned girl.
Yeah,
here, I've got no
Yeah,
chance.
like I'm not
Yeah,
being
that was
funny.
wrong,
I'm
that
not
was
being
wrong
funny.
still.
Like you, okay, she's clearly identified a problem here.
That's not
like,
excuse for you to walk into.
do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
you're.
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
You
should
like-
still
like-
walked out. And
Yeah.
Let's say she
don't
likes
know what
Sharif.
happened.
Let's say she likes Sharif. So you like this guy, but because
Of that-
someone else is there who you think
Yeah.
he might like a bit more than you.
That's
You're
it,
not
yeah.
even gonna try.
Yeah,
it.
and that's why she's
that
probably
makes
that's why
sense.
she's using
And then
that.
now you're
yeah.
forming your decisions based on the actions he made afterwards. where
Yeah,
she
she's
showed
right.
no
Made no
interest.
sense.
Come on, man.
He-
Yeah.
How do you know
Makes
he
sense.
didn't think the same thing about you? Do you know
Exactly.
what I mean?
That's what I was,
So-
and that's the point I was trying to make. Like,
Yeah.
it could be both ways, but I don't feel like it was right for her to speak generally of that situation. Like, everyone has their own experiences.
I mean, the colorism argument is completely different.
Yeah,
And that's-
definitely, definitely.
That's a deep,
yeah.
deep argument.
That's a deep-rooted argument.
Yeah.
still.
But then, do you think like, is it really a thing? Because, I mean, we go to 9 times out of 10, you go to a wedding or whatever. It's dark skinned guys marrying dark skinned
I
women.
don't think it's a thing that.
Is
to the
it
extent
is it
people
a,
make
is it
out.
a thing? Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Is it a tangible, real thing, or is it just like maybe this a lot of men's fantasy is this light skin? You know, ideally she has got big breasts, she got big bum. Like it's
I mean,
all
I think-
ideal.
I think-
but is it a practical? Is it a real tangible thing?
I think it depends. I mean, I think like if you think about like African countries like for example Nigeria,
Yeah.
bleaching your skin is a thing. You know, having lighter skin. Why did they do that? That might be something to do with like the fact that men would likely go for lighter skinned women. So it depends. Again, it might
But
depend on
the men bleach as well, so
Yeah.
it's
The
so,
men
then it
bleach.
goes both ways.
Yeah, well, okay, so that comes to the fact that okay, having lighter skin is better than having a darker skin. That's what
where
they
the
believe.
colorism-
Yeah. So
comes in.
when you say stuff like when you're saying how is that a thing? Of course, that could be a thing if people are bleaching their skin lighter.
No, I wasn't saying like is colorism a thing, because of course we know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's definitely
my
out there.
point was talking about in the terms of like in Yewande saying a black man did not choose her because he's sort of like maybe he sways more towards a light skin or
person.
the
Yeah,
white woman.
I think that's the thing.
I'm saying, is it such a real thing
Yeah, I
when
think that's-
in our day-to-day lives we're seeing more time the black men are marrying or dating
From my
black
experience, most black men I know and most black men I see
women?
are with
Darker
women.
skin, black women. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
What you mean, darker skin women?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're with black women.
That's
That's
what I'm
the
trying
thing.
to say, because if I look at all my mates or all the black boys that I know
Yeah.
that are in serious relationships or married,
Yeah.
they are married or dating dark skinned beautiful women. So then it just makes me think: is this a thing that I know it does exist, but is it so much of a problem that someone like Yewande can actually say, you know, I didn't go forward for him because black men like light skinned women? Do you get my point?
Yeah.
I think it's just an excuse.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying.
Just in that situation, I think it's an excuse just to kind of justify why she didn't go for him.
Yeah.
Because if you wanted, if you really liked him, you'd go for him. There's plenty of times where there's been a light-skinned girl, especially like us when we was younger.
Yeah.
There'd be like a light-skinned girl, mixed race girl, and it's not even like maybe you like all girls, but
Yeah.
maybe you like this one mixed race girl.
Yeah.
How many times have you thought, I'm not going to talk to her because I'm too dark?
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Wait. You're not gonna talk to a light skin girl because you're too dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought that?
I can't lie. I've never thought that before.
Bruv,
Oh, you.
I've never thought that.
Nah, I'm being serious. I've never thought that.
I've never thought that.
No,
It's not about whether you've even thought.
You might think she's going to par you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought you were trying to say.
No. You're not going to think.
Oh, you think she's not going to talk to you at all?
You're not going to bother
Okay,
talking
I
to
get
her
what
because
you're
you're
saying.
too dark.
No,
I don't
that's
feel like
stupid.
I've ever felt like that,
Yeah,
but
that's
for
stupid.
some men,
Yeah.
that could be a reality for
That's
them.
the thing.
That could be a thing.
reality.
Do you know what I'm
Because
saying?
I think it's fair to think, oh, rah, she's a light skinned girl. She probably likes a certain type of guy.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be me. Like that's your own insecurity, because
Exactly.
there's one other guy that will probably be
One
the same darker than you, bruv, and
You
he'll
too,
find
and
the
that's
thing.
it. You lost
That's
out.
it. Yeah, you lost out. So you know,
Then
don't
you-
like Chris said, you can't have a defeatist mentality.
No,
That's
man.
it.
You can't at all.
You can't.
You can't. How did Jay-Z bag Beyonce from?
There you go. Money.
He wasn't even.
He wasn't like that. Yeah,
He was
he
up,
was-
man.
that's
He was
true.
up. He was up.
Was he
He was
begging
up.
like that?
He was up.
Still.
He had the bag already.
He was up.
Not the bag you got now, though.
Rockefeller was
Yeah.
well
Oh
established.
yeah, it's true. Yeah. He
It's
was.
true, it's true.
He was a millionaire.
He was
at
quite
that
old.
stage still.
He was a bit older than her too.
Let's be honest, man. Money, man.
What kind of things do you look out for?
What, in dating?
Yeah.
When you're looking
My-
for to
Looking
date
for a
women.
suitor. Looking for a
Okay.
partner.
Oh, is that based on the conversation we just had now?
Yeah, kind of.
I think like when you're looking for a partner, for me, it kind of changes as you grow older.
100%.
A lot of the times, I think when you're a bit younger, even the kind of girl that you would think you would want is shaped sort of like by society and maybe your peers, like their views.
100%.
Because there's been
And
times
it's
where
sad.
maybe you might like a girl and you think, Like, what
boys
the
out
man
here,
are
no.
gonna really think? Like, nah,
Been
I
there,
don't know. But as you grow older, I think you kind of think maybe a little bit more.
You know what it is, yeah? You're not so mad. What you just said, that still will be in the back of your mind.
What's that?
What other people might think about you.
About your... Oh, yeah.
That much never goes, but it's just about how much it affects your decision.
Yeah. No, it's true, because I can't lie to you. There was one time I was moving to one girl. And one of the things I did, I showed a picture. I know you might have forgotten this, innit? I showed a picture to... I was going to take it seriously, innit? And I showed a picture of her to you and what's it called? Babe. Simon Babe.
Oh yeah.
And then you always give me...
Yeah, it's just like
they're not really too. But I don't think like it's right to totally listen to what your friends think
Opinion
of
of a girl,
opinion about
yeah.
a girl. But I think it definitely does contribute a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
what you said in the back of your mind.
Yeah, it's true, and I think it's healthy to think that because, we would assume that your friends that you have around you should have good judgment, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
They should be honest.
I should be able to like show my boys,
But
yo, this is.
if it's just aesthetics?
Oh, if it's just
let's say
aesthetics.
everything else is okay, but
Yeah.
they're just criticizing the way she looks.
I slightly think
Still the same,
that
man.
should be important as well.
Still
To
the
be honest,
same,
because
man.
No,
sometimes
it is important.
love can be
But-
blind.
but you know what it is, yeah?
Love can be blind.
It should be important to you. That's the issue.
Yeah.
So if your boys are telling you, oh no, they don't think
If
she's
my boy
nice.
my boy shows me a picture of a girl that he wants to be with, yeah, and she's not that good looking, I'm just gonna say to him, you know what? As long as you're happy, I'm happy.
I did say
That's
you
what
can't go tell her that. You can't
Back
go
in
tell
the
him that.
day.
Yeah, back in the day you probably say
as long
it.
as you're- as
But
long as you're
now,
happy.
if your boy comes to you and this is the girl, like I'm really gonna marry her,
If it was
I
back
bought
in
the
the day-
ring, and you see the picture and you're just thinking, raw.
Raw, it's like,
If you go back in the day, yeah, you
Okay.
think,
Yeah,
oh, bro.
what-
Are you sure,
What do
bro?
say?
Are you sure?
Your girl's packed, bro.
No, I don't want to do that, man. It's
Bro,
not that
man will
extreme.
do that,
Yeah.
bro.
Nah,
Back in the day,
Back in the day, they
bro,
did that.
man will
still.
do that, fam.
She's
Man will
clapped.
tell you that girl's clapped.
Yeah.
You need to drop her out, fam.
Or they'll be like, swear down, and they'll start giggling a little bit, and then that's when you're
Giggling?
like, oh, like, he's my thing.
You know when you know you hit the belly, yeah, is when they start saying, oh, you're punching, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What have you guys never dropped a girl because your boys have told you like, no, she's dead.
No, I can't lie to you.
No,
I'll be
no,
lying.
I've never
I'll be
got to
lying.
that stage.
I've got to that stage still.
I
Huh?
crumbled.
That's happened to me, fam.
I
That's happened to me.
crumbled,
And
bro.
I thought,
crumbled.
I've been with a girl, yeah, and I've realised like, rah, like, what am I doing? And then I've asked my friend's opinion,
Yeah.
and they've confirmed it for me. I'm like, so what? You didn't tell me about this couple months back. You're now saying it when I'm ready to just leave.
Do you know what it is? Yeah?
Say no more.
You see little things, yeah,
yeah. And then they turn
and
to
then you
massive
ignore
things.
them.
Yeah.
And then your boy will say something, yeah.
And you're like,
As soon as your boy highlights it, it's
you're like, shit.
Man will say something like, oh yeah, her forehead's a bit mad.
man. Next thing you know, the forehead is just growing and it's growing and growing every day. You look at it.
Your FaceTime here, you see his forehead.
Start hallucinating. What did I do?
And I know it's the same. It's definitely the same with girls as well.
Yeah,
You know when the girl's chatting to you like,
ask
for
for
the first
validation,
time, you know she drops your picture into that group chat.
Yeah, of
where,
course.
You know, we're doing an analysis.
She asked for validation.
Oh boy, I crumbled, man. I felt bad because
Yeah.
I felt like
Nah,
I
man.
just gave into the peer pressure. But
Oh man, that's life, man.
once
You
it
have
was
to-
put in front of me, yeah, it was just like no.
I can't remember back in the day, like school times, there was one girl that I was going out with, and for like a short while, and then like all the man them started saying like, "Fred, he's short, like he's short," because you know, like
And you didn't
know,
listen?
bruv, for what? And I remember the things that they would say about her. Like I never noticed before. I literally did not notice until they started highlighting her, like, you know, this about her, like, oh, right, she's got a bit of spots on her forehead. Next thing you know, all the spots were just looking like mountains,
Volcanoes.
fam. Volcanoes, bro. Erupted.
You know what happened to me, yeah?
And she was mad cool.
Oh,
Mad cool.
see, that's the worst one.
Man,
What happened to
yeah.
me was, I was seeing a girl and I thought she was alright at the time. Like, nice personality. She was alright personality. We was just talking, blah, blah. And I sent a picture of her to a female friend.
Oh, I said, oh, look at that rat. Jesus. Do you see that? No,
I
that's
didn't see it,
disgusting.
though.
This place is disgusting, man. Disgusting.
We're in South.
Yeah, well,
But,
that's
Yeah.
what Chris said anyway. I didn't say that. Disclaimer.
I said it, man.
I said what I said.
it, man. Yeah, bro. So I must have sent a picture to a female friend, and she must have said something about her nose.
Mad.
And I knew her nose was a bit like.
You knew
Somehow,
there was a.
I'm not
you
gonna
know,
say if it's big or small or
Yeah,
square or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
but it was somehow.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a big deal to me when I first started speaking to her because she was cool.
Mm.
And then one time, we must have been having a debate, and she was like, you know when you're having a debate about something and you both have very polarizing opinions, so it gets a little bit heated. You're not fighting, but you're sticking up for what you believe in, innit?
Yeah.
And as she was putting her point across, I was just getting vexed, fam. I was just like, your nose is massive. Like,
It's like cussing in your head.
yeah, like, why am I even talking to you, bro?
Thank God for
After
growth,
that,
fam.
everything went downhill. Everything went downhill. All I could see was nose, pure nose.
That's mad, you know. Thank God for
man.
growth, bruv.
Yeah, man.
Happens, man.
Yeah, you can't be that shallow in this day and age, man.
What's you guys like worst date?
Like
Like your worst date?
I know Chris has definitely had some stories, fam.
Got a couple still.
I think
They're not been bad.
I haven't had any bad dates, to be fair.
But
I
there's-
don't think of one.
I remember I took. It's even bait, bro. But I remember I took one thing, to some one Mexican place, dockside, Chimichanga.
Okay, yeah.
Took her there, I got a cab there. I think she walked there or something. I don't know. She lived there. And then I get there now, ordering food. This girl's like this on her phone, like this, just bare beeping on her phone. I'm like, cool.
Well, phone's beeping and that notifications and stuff.
Like just beeping.
beeping,
I'm
yeah,
like, cool.
yeah.
Order the food now. Same thing. Just looking at the phone. The waiter's asking her what does she want. She's just looking at her phone. Blah 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 blah. I was trying to ask small talk because I hadn't really spoken to her before. Because I think I met her on a night out. Bro, this girl was just on her phone the whole time. I was thinking, am I a dickhead, bro? I was thinking like, it's like I wanted to shout, but it's like, I didn't know what to do.
That's
innit?
mad rude, that.
And she was just on her phone. And usually, when people are on their phone, it doesn't bother me that much.
Yeah.
If they're still at least a bit attentive. Because usually I'm doing something else or whatever.
Yeah.
And this girl was just on her phone the whole time. She looked up at me like 3 times.
Swear
the whole
down.
time.
Mad.
Yeah, man.
terrible.
And she was eating the food, And when the food was done, waiter comes, hands us the bill. Bruv, this girl did not look up.
Mad.
She did not look up, bruv.
Bro, from the time she was on her phone, fam, that's a
Yeah,
red
you
flag
said
for
that's
me.
a red flag.
She did not look up. And
Out of there, my guy.
Yeah, trust
and
me.
then the guy said, "Oh, you guys playing together or separately, bro?" I looked at her, Then I said, "Separately to the
Just
waiter,
calm.
bro." That's the first time she
Yeah.
looked at me for more
Swear,
than a second.
would you hear that
She
separately?
did that.
You have to, bruv.
Alright,
You
tell
know,
her
you-
what-
Told her
scrambled.
separately, bro. And then paid for my thing. I was waiting for her outside,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know what she was doing. She was counting coins, doing all sorts of
She didn't even bring her
madnesses.
card, bruv. She didn't even bring her
And she
card.
came out. She wanted to be vexed at me, but she couldn't be.
Yeah, because she knows she's been
She knew I'd now become hostile towards her, innit?
Yeah,
That's what
so it's
happened.
peak.
And then she was like, we're gonna get I was like, I'm getting a cab home. She's like, oh yeah, should I hop in? I was like, nope.
It's good you didn't go Nando's, bruv. You know
It's
that
like,
no
nope.
boy you would have paid first. I'd have been pissed.
Oh, I was fuming that day, bro. My whole body was just hot, fam. Yeah. That place, bro. I haven't been back to that stupid restaurant since.
What,
They
chimichangas?
put you off.
Yeah,
Is it
bruv.
chimichangas?
Yeah, man. It's even bit expensive for no reason, bro.
Put you off, fam.
Some dumb place.
What
What about yours?
I never had any really bad dates, to be fair. I can't remember. I never had any bad. All my dates has been banter, to be honest.
I haven't had a bad date, but I've been definitely like slightly catfish.
Man said slightly. You got catfish,
Oh, so
boy.
you actually met?
Yeah, he did, bro.
I didn't
You actually
didn't
met?
meet, but I was on my way to meet, and I was okay. So I think it's BBM days, but I'm not sure. But I remember we was talking to this girl, and like she sent me pictures and stuff. That's why it's a sly catfish, because it's not proper catfish. But basically, this girl basically knew how to she knew how to take her angles in her pictures, innit? So the pictures that she do, and remember them times where people used to like put like slight edits on their pictures,
Yeah.
and make themselves look a little bit more like fit, like light skin or
What, BBM
dark-
days?
Yeah. Like you know when they put like edits on their pictures, like all the sparkly shit.
Oh yeah.
And then so went to meet up now, and we're meant to meet up at one bus stop. These times I wasn't driving, so meeting up at a bus stop, and then I saw her like I was at the top of the bus and I saw her like standing at the bus stop. And I said, fuck. I said, wow. This ain't the same person. Then I'm looking at the pictures on my phone. Then I'm looking outside
For
as well.
reference.
Just thinking, do I go down? Do I go down or not? Do I go down? Then my phone started ringing. So she already knew that I was on the next bus.
Yeah.
So now I'm thinking, how can I get at this one? Can I like do I go downstairs or go see her or what? So I went downstairs literally the whole time. You know when you're just so it sounds rude, like, but obviously at the time I was quite young, innit?
Yeah.
But the whole time I just couldn't concentrate, and I just made up one mad excuse. Like, I got one of my boys to call me, so there's like an emergency, and I just ducked.
Oh, that one is. I used to bang that one, man.
Just ducked. But you can't lie to people, innit? That's the thing. You can't catfish people, and hers was quite deliberate because I don't even want to say.
Well, she didn't catfish you. That was her, right? It was her, right? She just had pictures were
It's still a catfish. That's why I said it's a sly catfish. Because
Deception.
Yeah, she
that
deceived
happens
you.
probably now more than ever.
Yeah, of course.
That probably happens more now than ever with guys and girls.
and
Not
apps.
not just girls with makeup, even boys as well.
Yeah, yeah. Of
They'll be
course.
taking angles and making themselves look like they're 6'2", and then they meet you and then they're 5'5".
It's true. It's true. It's happening both
Trust
sides.
me, bro. And
It's gotta
face
look like your
tune.
photos. It's got to look like your photos. Do you know how much of a relief it is when? Not that I make a regular habit out of it. But
What's that?
when you meet someone, maybe off Twitter and whatnot,
Yeah, and they look like how they look.
how you thought they were
Yeah.
gonna look.
Yeah. See, that's the thing though. Well, obviously I can't talk about them times because they're quite shallow. But now, if you used to meet someone, it's not that you're expecting them to look exactly like the Instagram, like, you know, like all made up and like, you know, like the perfect thing. But when you look like completely different to what you put online, that's a write-off, man.
Yeah.
That's a complete write-off.
Instant.
Instant write-off, man.
The Podcast.